Alright guys, welcome to 4.6 Savage. And today we're going to talk about my full mod list. And we're going to go through the whole entire car and we're going to work through everything and we're going to give you the whole list. So, we're going to start with the motor because that's the least amount of work I have into it. Now, before, what I had was the Typhoon intake. I no longer have the Typhoon intake. I sold it. Right now, I am running a Dorman PI intake. Not happy about it, but I am running the Dorman. It is with a BBK 75 millimeter throttle body, well 78, with the plenum attached. Then it comes into the S&B cold air intake. Now, my car is PI swapped. I am running Todd Warren cams. 495 lift, 259 intake, and 261 exhaust with a 109 lobe sep. And I have GT500 followers on it. GT500 followers, new timing set. What else? All right, so that's all that's done internally. What I've got here for supporting mods is I run NKG copper plugs, the 777s, I think, the V-Power plugs. And then we get to field delivery. I've got 39-pound Termi injectors with the wired up. I rewired the harness for EV6 injectors. I have the Termi MAF, which is the 90 millimeter MAF. I have a IAC delete, an EGR delete, purge valve delete, but I just took that off. We have my dipstick, which is a Locher flexible dipstick tube. We have my new transmission dipstick, which I have yet to actually mount. And then we get into cooling. Everything is pretty much stock cooling except for the transmission cooler. I also run Screaming Demon coil packs. Love them. Haven't had an issue out of them. I have the AC delete from Ford Performance with the pulley. What else? It's really all the mods I can think of right now. I have, for engine wise, that's all the mods I have. So now we'll go on to transmission. So sitting behind the engine is a Edge Racing Converter 4000 stall. The transmission is built. It is a built 4R70W with stock clutches. It has a 300M direct drum, a 300M stub shaft, the new forward drum with 6 clutches in it, the reverse drum with 4 clutches in it. It is getting a BCA Transmissions performance valve body. That I even called and talked to and had him make special modifications for my build. So that's all, as you can see, is being done. Now the headers that was another thing I forgot, is my headers. I have pace setter headers. And we go from there and we'll go to suspension. So I've got KYB shocks and struts all the way around. I have tubular control arms front and rear. Let me get down here and I'll show y'all. Tubular control arms with the spring purchase. Riding on Ford C springs on both sides. These are the raised ball joints, which resets your geometry. I also have my sway bar, poly sway bar end links, poly sway bar bushings, stock sway bar, the UPR tubular K member, the Stifler's transmission cross member brace. In the rear, I'm sitting on J&M race lower control arms with the spherical bushings. I am sitting on J&M Race upper control arms. I'm sitting on solid motor mounts on the engine, as you can see there. What else? I got a lot of mods that not a lot of people think about. I got the Maximum Motor pinion snubber. I have poly isolators on the springs. What else? Aluminum Ford Racing drive shaft. The rear end. The rear end is a 410 gear with the Cobra clutch pack rebuild. With it, everything has been rebuilt in it. New axles, new bearings, all new axles. Set the end play. All right, and then we'll get into the interior. So my interior is pretty much stock. I switched back to the stock interior. I have my switch panel, which was wired up for my lockup and overdrive, but since I switched, those will no longer be used. I have my wideband, which sits up there. I have airbag delete. I have passenger side seat delete, which is my passenger seat got swapped to my driver's side, so I dropped about 75 pounds. There will be a rear seat delete. There's other plans in the works that I'm not going to talk about right now, but as it is right now, I'm trying to drop as much weight as possible, but there's not really a lot done to my car that makes it special. A lot of my mods are supporting mods. Like I have in the fuel, I have the 39-pound injectors, the Termi MAF, plus a 32 liter pump in the tank. I love my pump. I bought it off eBay for like $20, and you can't beat it. As of right now, I am waiting for the valve body, and then Rose will be back on the road. But right now, it's just not that point. I've still got to sort out the tune and everything and get the bumpers finished when I'm doing. But I also have a manual oil pressure gauge. That is because I have a video out on it about the pressure gauge not reading right or freaking out. But that's going to be all for this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll be putting out another video next week.